You seem excited about it.
I'm excited. I mean, like, it's...
Hi, everybody. I'm Ashley, and today I'm here with...
JUNNY.
And we're going to talk about his new song, Invitation, that's coming out today. Or will already be out by the time you guys see this.
Right.
Okay, so let's get started. So this song, Invitation, was made from winning a TikTok contest in 2020. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a challenge. It's called 8-Bar Relay, and it was a challenge made by a producer friend of mine. It was Chenle. A lot of artists like participated in it. I had no idea how it's gonna turn out. I just did it because he asked me to, and I thought the beat was dope. And he had a friendship thing. Like he had a really big relationship with Kpop, and I was a dynamic duo fan ever since high school. So I was like, maybe if I do this verse correctly, maybe he'll check it out, and then he'll see me like my music. Fingers crossed as a fanboy.
Yeah.
I did that, and then I just uploaded it on TikTok because because that's what you're supposed to do. It's a challenge, and I think the next morning I looked at it, it was like at like 500K, and started hitting like 1 mil. And it's like, what's going on? It's my first ever post. I just created a TikTok account, and I had no idea what was going on, and I didn't even think about releasing it, to be honest. And then a lot of people asked for it, so I thought it would be perfect if I could get Kpop on the song, and it would be like a complete circle and happy.
And it took 3 years. Like, why release it now?
It took time to clear things up. I mean, it's not really easy to put out a song. There's a lot of things that goes behind the scenes, and to get this song out, I want it to be perfect as well. So there's a lot of changes I had to make and additions I had to make, and you can, if you're curious about it, you can check it out. But there's a lot of new stuff that's on the song, so yeah, that's why it took a long time. And I had a lot of stuff going on. I had to release a lot of new music too during that time, so I think it took a little bit too long, but I hope it's worth the wait.
Were there a lot of people that entered that contest?
Yeah, even Kpop himself was in it. There was a bunch of rappers who did it because it was like more of like a hip hop beat. You know what I mean? And not a lot of singers were on it.
Yeah.
But I was asked to do it, and I just did what I could. I mean, I'm not like a hip hop artist, so.
Did you rap a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. I tried to. I can't say I'm very good, but I'm glad people liked it. So. Yeah.
And music video for a song. Tell me about shooting it. How it connects to like the meaning of the song.
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't have a title for the song, to be honest. It was just a challenge, and then when I was working on a song to make it into a complete one, I was thinking about what I should call it, what the message I want to provide and stuff like that. But just continuing to listen to it, I realized this song shouldn't have a deep meaning.
Right.
It should be an enjoyable song for all audiences. You can interpret it any way you want with the lyrics, but yeah, I just wanted to be enjoying, just like playful. So that Invitation would be a good idea for the song, and then that's how we thought about the music video. The music video director, he directed my title song, Not About You. He directed that music video. It's a complete different style too. That was like a whole movie thing,
Right.
But this one he just kind of went super creative, and he asked me to do a lot of things that was out of my comfort level zone, and I don't know. It came out good, I think, and I hope people will like it. But it was a fun time shooting it. It took a whole day to do it. People were just very friendly. Everyone was just like in the zone. I guess just the vibe itself was just great. I had a great time.
Have you performed it before?
Oh yeah.
How many times?
Like illegally performed it. But it's just like I wasn't supposed to perform it, but during the tour, a lot of the fans wanted to hear the song because like they want to know about the song and 8-Bar Relay and stuff. So I was like, yeah, maybe we could sneak it in there. And I asked people like, don't film it.
Oh.
Like I'm just gonna.
Did they listen?
Yeah, no. That's a lesson I had to learn the hard way, and I realized, yeah, people don't keep their promises. But it's all good. They enjoyed it, and parts of it, like clips of it, went on TikTok and on YouTube and stuff. But I think it created like a little bit of a hint for the people who are waiting for the song that's gonna come out, and here it is. Yeah.
So how do you think it compares to your other music?
For sure different. You know what I mean? Like I've been taking a pop, a very pop route recently, especially in my album, my full length album, and I was familiar with the R&B style in the beginning, early days of my career, and just kind of going back to it, it gave me like a feel of just coming back home a little bit and just feel a little more comfortable. And finishing off the song, it was kind of like I've learned so many things throughout my songwriting career that I was able to put all these things I've learned into this old thing that I've made before, and it was a very new experience. You don't really get to do that a lot as a songwriter. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you seem excited about it.
I'm excited. I mean, like, I've been getting, you have no idea, like the amount of DMs, the amount of like comments and stuff. Like I see it. I see it on like random like video clips of me on Get Real and stuff too. So it's like, okay, like you guys want it? All right, here it is. And when I dropped the teaser and stuff like that, a lot of people were very excited. So it made me feel good and made me feel excited. And I just hope that it was worth the wait for it.
How do you define yourself as an artist?
How do I define myself? I mean, I try to keep things very, dynamic, and I just like music. There's certain ways you can take your artistry. You can go a certain direction, just stick to that direction, just keep going, or you can try different things. And I'm the type of person to really try new things and stuff like that for everything, even food, like. I like going out of my comfort zone. Like even that music video, I enjoyed filming that, even though I never did it before. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's how I approach music, and I consider myself as a dynamic artist, and I think that's why I was able to write for other artists as well. And I think that is just one of my perks, and whatever I write just becomes mine. And that's just who I am. So.
What made you decide to be a solo artist versus like debuting in a group, like a K-pop group?
Oh man, what do you mean? Like I'm not even. No. I'm not even close
you wouldn't
to.
Consider that?
No way. The amount of talent you have to debut in a K-pop group, and the ability to dance, perform, and out of that, there's just so much other things that you have to be good at. I'm just a guy who likes making music. And
so you don't want to train?
I would never imagine myself. I mean, I'd love to if I had the ability to, but I know that.
No.
No. Don't put me there. I am not worthy of that. But yeah, being behind the scenes of everything and getting to see what these artists go through, writing songs for them and recording with them and talking to them about life in general, it's just like, wow, how do you guys manage, and it's like there's no way I could. So yeah, that question is kind of like, no, I was just here to make music. So yeah, but thank you for that question. I'll take it as a compliment.
So what do you think of like AI generated songs and covers? Like I've seen a lot put on TikTok and stuff.
It's crazy. At first it was it was just entertainment, pure entertainment, because sometimes you want to hear a certain artist sing a certain song that you'll never be able to hear, right? So it was entertaining at first, and then it started getting a little creepy, and it got more creepy, and then it came to a point where it's like, oh my god, what's real anymore, right? And then you start thinking about it more, and it's like, oh, then where's the natural, like the beauty of, right? Like singing a song with like full detail, like that doesn't exist anymore. So, I mean, I don't know where it's gonna head to, and I don't know how it's gonna be, like the outcome of it. But I just hope it. I don't want it to take away our jobs. You know what I mean? Right, that's just the important thing. Everybody's getting a job. Yeah. So I think that's what's important. But I'm neutral about it. I'll see we'll see what happens.
So you went on tour recently. You just came back from Barcelona.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part about touring?
Oh, just as cliche as it sounds, just like meeting the fans. I think I told you that last time, right? But like, I don't want to bore you with these answers, but like that's honestly the truth. Like being able to meet the fans, being able to see the fans interact with me and just my songs, and realizing that I have people that listen to my music and like who I am and come to see me, which is insane, right? And doing interviews and with you and you know people, it's like a blessing and it's fun. And being a songwriter, it just kind of gives me like more motivation to work harder. And I feel like doing these tours, it made me realize, oh, I kind of want to do this full time as an artist more than being behind the scenes. I feel like I enjoy it more, and I'm enjoying my time being on stage. And I kind of learned that through these tours, and I think it's great for me to realize that now. That's what I'm trying to do.
You're from Vancouver, right?
Yes.
So tell me how your upbringing kind of like affects your artistry. What brought you to Korea for your career?
My upbringing, I mean, my parents were not too strict, not too cool. Like, you know, they're just like, they just let me live. And they did that to both of my brothers who are much older than me. And I think for my brothers to just kind of do what they got to do and then figure out a career path for themselves, that got me to think about my life and the importance of what I should be doing when I'm older. And the only thing that stuck with me throughout my teenage or my youth years was music. I like I said, I love doing new things and I love challenges, but those things come and go. But music never did. It always stuck. And I love performing. I love singing, and I started getting into writing songs of my own where I don't have to do covers anymore. I can write my own songs, be original. And I started falling in love with that, and it just naturally made me look for a place to go rather than Vancouver. And I'm not taking shots at Vancouver. I love the city. I represent it, but I wanted a new challenge, and obviously it was scary for me to go to a different city, like a big city like LA or Toronto, which is big in the music scene. But I had people that I knew in Korea. I had relatives in Korea, and it felt like a very safe place to go. And I just packed my bags and I went. But if you ask me to do it now, I can't. I'd be scared. But that time of my life, I just didn't have any fear, and I felt my spirit was just guiding me to it rather than thinking about the circumstances. It was more oh, I just gotta go there and do my thing. And I just, I did that. I went there, and obviously the first few years, it wasn't easy. That's for everyone, but you get used to it and you work hard and you keep your head up, and then good opportunities came by, and I just was able to do a few things. And I'm here. It's crazy.
How long ago was that you came here?
Wow, I always forget. Time flies. I think it's 4 years now. I think it was 2018, but it was December of 2018, so I consider it 2019. And I made the official debut in 2020. Yeah, with my actual label, Mauve. So, and then the pandemic hit, so it was
weird time.
It was a weird time, but so there was a phase of just kind of figuring myself out, what I want to do, and during that period, it was just kind of whoa, I can be a songwriter, and I had no idea about that. I came to Korea thinking I'm gonna make music for myself, right? And then I get this opportunity. I'm whoa, I can write. I'm able to I get a chance to write for these people. That's kind of crazy. Obviously, they can take the song or not. It wouldn't matter. But just to have the opportunity to go to a camp was really big. So that really changed my life for sure.
And you've done a lot of songwriting. Can you tell me your 3 favorite songs?
Oh, that's not fair.
Some popular ones. Then.
Popular ones. Man, I mean,
or it's a lot.
It's they're the artists. I mean, they're just already they're very big artists, and it's honestly so. I'm just so grateful to be a part of, their music and stuff like that. But a lot of my fans really do enjoy the NCT Dream songs that I've written for them, and I think Graduation is probably because it's more of a recent song. Obviously, they came out with 2 more albums after that, but like, yeah, it's a song that they really enjoyed, and what else? I mean, Kai's was one of, because that was like the title track, and recently I wrote a song. I got to write a song for SHINee, and that was a really big thing for me because like
they're iconic.
Yeah, they're iconic, and they've been in the game for so long, and it was like their comeback, like it's been a while, right?
Yeah.
And it was very meaningful, and then it was the last track of the album, so it felt like wow. And I wrote that song with my friends like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It was like 2-3 years ago, and then it became a SHINee song, and I had no idea it would be like that. I wrote it because we just wrote it, you know, like we wrote it just to enjoy.
Is the song Gravity?
Yeah. No. Yeah. So when I heard the version of, you know, the members sing it, it was crazy. I mean, every song that I write, it feels surreal, but like, I mean, SHINee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of hit different. I was a really big fan of IU ever since I was a kid in Canada, right? And yeah, just be able to talk to her and just kind of talk about music and like be able to be a part of her album. That was pretty crazy for me too. And there's just a lot of stories, but yeah, I'd have to pick. I picked like 4, my bad.
Yeah.
I'll stop here. Yeah.
As a foreigner, I guess, in the Korean entertainment industry, like, what's your like thoughts about, you know, more foreigners joining the industry?
I think it's great. You know, I think it shows that K-pop, it doesn't have to be by Koreans, and it hasn't been. You know, like the songwriters or a lot of foreign songwriters, and they're interested in doing K-pop because of this energy that it's created. And I think the more foreigners and people like me or like wherever you're from, I think it just makes it more worldwide, and isn't that a good thing?
Yeah.
Right? So I'm enjoying it, and I like it when I go to a camp or I'm doing a writing session, and I see a foreigner because I can speak English with them. It's really like,
Because how good is your Korean?
I mean, it got better throughout the years, but like, wow, it was terrible in the beginning. But yeah, I love working with, you know, foreign songwriters and artists and stuff like that. Just because the language thing, I'm just more comfortable that way, and so it's fun. Yeah, and I love it. I love to see it. I want to see more, you know, Canadians too. You know what I mean?
What Canadians?
I mean,
it's true. No. Besides you.
Well, no. There's a lot. I mean, in K-pop, there's a lot of Canadian. I mean, Mark is like, he's a little bit Canadian. Mark Lee's a little bit Canadian. I mean, yeah, he's partially Canadian. Kevin is from the boys. Like, he's from my town. He's from Vancouver, so like, yeah. So there's things like that. It's good to see. I'd love to see more songwriters, and I'd love to see more artists. You know, solo artists. You know, come from Canada. It doesn't really matter like what they're doing. It's just I want them to come to Korea and like feel the energy here, because it's crazy. Like you feel it. You're in Korea right now, right? So yeah, it's a good time.
So how is the process different for you when you're writing or composing for someone else versus yourself?
Oh, it's always it used to be pretty similar, because you know, every song I write, I kind of thought of it as my own and I wanted to release it. So there were times when I would write something and I'd be like, oh man, I like this so much that I want it, right? And yeah, I've released songs that way, but nowadays it's more like you get a chance to write for this person, and you get the criteria of what they want, and you talk like with the management, talk with the A&Rs, figure out the direction you want to go with. So it's like they give you an outline of what kind of music they're wanting. Yeah. So you kind of follow that and you write it and send it over and hope for the best. So it's that kind of formula now. So like from the beginning, when you start writing these songs, you don't think about using it. It's more like, I'm writing it for this person, and this isn't mine. Yeah. So I can go full like different creative. It's like for like Kaizen, it's like I can never Like
you
those
performed
dance
that
moves.
though. I saw
Yeah, but
that.
I did it like acapella. Like I'm not gonna do those dance moves. You know what I mean? Like
True.
so I imagine myself like being him, which is I'm not gonna but like so you do that and then you're able to kind of maneuver and just create something new, something that I'll never be able to do it myself.
So what type of music do you listen to personally? Like, were you listening to K-pop before you came over here?
Oh, I mean, like the famous ones, like the songs that everybody knows. Of course, I knew what they were, but I wasn't like a avid like K-pop listener. I was more into Western music, and but I did know like the classic Korean songs, like the old Korean songs that my brother's generation used to enjoy, because he just bumps that all the time. So it's like a forced thing, right, at home. So I knew a lot of these songs. So I think that's what helped me when I was writing in Korea. It was more like I had this vibe of a lot of the westernized music, but at the same time I was able to incorporate the familiar melodies that the Korean industry had before, and that just keeps building. That never goes away. So it's always being incorporated. So I think that's why I was able to just kind of figure it all out. And maybe that's just a perk, and I have to thank my brothers for it. Yeah.
So what do you do in your free time when you're not like making music?
I sleep. Like I'm very introverted. Like so I just spend time alone or with my dog. I do play like a lot of sports and stuff like that. So I play basketball. Obviously I work out and stuff like that. I got really into like playing games, like playing like FIFA. Yeah. Like we go crazy, like very competitive. I mean, what else? It's not that interesting, to be honest with you. I want a new hobby. I've been looking for a new hobby, but it's not easy because the schedules and stuff like that. You just kind of, and when you're releasing a song, you have to really focus on what you're doing, not like get carried away. But maybe when I have time, I like going around places, like driving to a different place outside of Seoul and just seeing like different places in Korea. Maybe I'll try fishing too. I've heard fishing is very fun too.
Here?
Yeah, in Korea. A lot of people like fishing and camping, which is
I've gone glamping here.
not glamping.
Oh, not glamping.
Like actual camping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously she doesn't like that, but maybe I'll try that.
So you said basketball. I saw Chenle's comment on your post.
Yeah.
Basketball. Do you play basketball with Chenle?
Yeah, a lot. He hits me up like every other time he's free, and he's like, "Are you able to play?" And I'm always like at the airport or like I'm doing something. But when we do get the chance, we all meet up. A lot of the WayV members and like NCT members come too, or sometimes just like my friends and like songwriters, and just we play indoor ball.
Oh, it's indoors.
Yeah, because I
see a lot of outside courts here.
I mean, outside courts sometimes, like when it's just like us two, but like if we want to play an actual game, like have fun, like 5-on-5 and stuff. Yeah, we just like find an indoor gym and just play there.
Who's the best? Are you better than most?
I can't. He's gonna get so mad, but the last 1-on-1 we played, I beat him. So. Yeah, what you gonna do about that? Like, what are you gonna do about that? But he's great.
But you didn't cheat.
Oh, no. I'm sure he'll admit I drained a deep 3 right on his face, and he's like, all right.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's really good.
So he probably wants a rematch.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. And he's really into basketball. Like, he trains, like, in the mornings and stuff. Yeah, he goes to, like, basketball training and stuff. Like, he gets better every time I see him. Yeah, and a lot of the NCT members love basketball. They're so talented. Like Mark's really good at basketball too.
You play 1-on-1 with him?
No, never played 1-on-1 with them. I played it like teams, and he's really good. There's a lot of them. Like, they're all just really flexible and like athletic. They're like freakishly athletic, right? So when I'm gassed on the floor, I'm tired. They're like sprinting. Because it's dancing and stuff. So they're very, and they're so young. So it's always
film one of the basketball matches.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. But yeah, we're just having a good time, and it's always fun. But other than that, I mean, what else? I spend time with my dog. That's it. Yeah. I love him. His name's Leo. I love him.
How old is he?
He is 1 and 2 months. 1 year and 2 months now. Yeah. Yeah. That's all you got for Leo.
Yeah.
You don't care about Leo.
I'm not an animal person.
I got you. Yeah.
So, what's the best place for people to like visit or do when it comes to?
I mean, just go out, especially in the summer or like fall or springtime. Don't go out and don't come in the
Summer,
winter.
yeah. Don't come in the summer.
Oh yeah, the summer's pretty hot. Yeah, so try to like, you know, avoid summer and winter.
Yeah.
Because it gets really hot and humid, and it gets really cold and dry.
It gets rainy too.
And it gets rainy too.
Yeah.
So make sure you come in the springtime or fall. I say just like go out and just go to like a cafe. It's gonna.
There's a lot of cafes.
Yeah, and they're really nice. Like you don't see those nice
Yeah.
cafes, you know. Like I never had those back at home, but yeah, the food here is great, and everything's really, like open all the time. I'm sure like extroverts, unlike me, will enjoy Korea much more.
Introverts and majority.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your MBTI?
Surprisingly, I'm ENFP. So E is apparently like
Oh.
E's for people
Oh,
like
I think I'm ENTP.
ENTP. So F is like, I think you imagine more.
Oh, okay.
F, and then T is more realistic. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like,
Oh.
so I see why you don't like pets. Like it's just that's how it is. But E is like you like people
Mm.
and you like you
So you're
enjoy.
technically an extrovert.
So I talked about this on Get Real before, and I got like bashed for it. So I'm just like I'm the type of guy who wants to go out
Mhm.
and see my friends, but then when I see them, I want to go back home.
That makes sense though.
You get that?
Yeah.
No one got that.
It's like being an ambivert then.
Yeah.
You're like both.
Yeah.
So are you like 60, 40 or something?
I think it's more. I'm 60, like introverted.
So why would it be?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I have to retake it, but I've took it like 5 times. I got like ENFP always. Sometimes J, ENFJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know about that one?
No.
So P and J is like P is when you don't make plans, right? You just like abruptly doing everything like
Yeah.
whatever you want. J is more like a calculated planning person.
Hmm.
So let's say if this interview
Yeah.
didn't like start at a certain time or end at a certain time,
Yeah.
like it would like bother you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then if you're like a P,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, you want to do an interview? Let's do it. Like it's kind of like
Okay.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. I'm
I
like
mean, you know a lot
teaching you.
about that. Well, it's big
Well,
here.
if you live in Korea, it's like forced upon you to
Yeah.
know. So yeah.
I was gonna say who are your best friends in the industry, but
Best friends? Obviously I don't have any best friends. No, I have good friends.
Mhm.
You know, it's hard to make best friends as an adult. I
Mhm.
think
That's true.
because especially if you're in this industry, you're just so focused on yourself
Yeah.
and like developing yourself.
Mhm.
But I do have close friends of mine who are songwriters, like and artists. Obviously JV is one of my closest friends too. mingGtion, who is a songwriter, and she wrote like I think 80% of the songs I've written for other artists. I've wrote it with her, so she's like older sister too, right? And her and I worked on many songs together, and yeah, she's like family. Guys I play, I ball with, I play FIFA with. They're all musicians, but we don't talk about music. We're just always just like
Need a break at some point.
yeah, we're just chilling, so it's always fun.
So what's been the highlight of your career so far?
Oh, releasing this song. Called
Really?
Meditation. Every day's a highlight. Everything's a highlight. You know, every moment, every drop, everything I get to do. Even when I write songs for others, I think it's a highlight in my life. It's just like everything's equally important to me,
Mhm.
and I think all of that together makes it even greater for me. So I can't really pick like one thing. I'm just thankful for every opportunity I get. So yeah, so every new thing that happens,
Mhm.
I guess that's the highlight. So I guess in a way, I'm not lying. Invitation is
Really?
it's the highlight right now.
What can fans expect from you in the future?
Oh, more shows.
More shows.
Coming to your country or city near you, and very very soon. I'm gonna have some good news very 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 soon.
Good news.
Good news about new shows.
Oh.
Yeah, and obviously invitation has already dropped.
It's not sick yet.
Not right now, but
Oh, yeah,
by the
yeah,
time
yeah,
they watch it,
yes,
it's gonna
yes,
be out.
yes, it's already dropped.
Yeah, and I'm working on more music. Can't really tell you how big of a scale it is yet, and there's more songs that are coming out, not under my name, by other artists as well. Stay tuned.
Any message for the fans?
Oh.
Wrap it up.
I always say this, and I'm sure they're gonna get sick of it, but like, bottom of my heart, always, 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 thank you so much for the support. And I mean, if it wasn't for the fans, I wouldn't be in this place.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to continue on releasing new music,
Mhm.
and it's all thanks to you guys. And you guys enjoy me as well as my music, and I can't believe that's real, and it's super, super amazing to take in. And yeah, I'm thankful for this interview. Obviously, it's good to see you again,
Yes.
and yeah, I hope you enjoy the invitation. Love you guys.
Thank you. Bye.